Hi everyone, it's Gillian and welcome to my channel, Hooked and Smitten, and another crochet tutorial, another granny square tutorial. Let's get ready to make this burst of sunshine granny square. To begin round one, we're going to start with a magic ring. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and inside the magic ring we're going to make 11 double crochets, and this chain 3 is going to count as your first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. You're going to close your ring and you are going to join to the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch. And that is the end of round 1, and you should have a total of 12 double crochets. For round 2, you're going to chain 1, and into that same space where you made your slip stitch, you're going to make a single crochet. Chain 1, and into the next stitch you're going to make a single crochet. Chain 1 and single crochet into the next stitch, and this is going to be your stitch repeat all the way around. So you're going to repeat by chaining 1 and make a single crochet into the next stitch, and repeat, chain 1, single crochet into the next stitch. Continue with this sequence and I'll meet you at the end of the round. At the end of the round, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to join to the first single crochet stitch, and you're going to fasten off here. You should have 12 single crochets and 12 chain 1 spaces. For round 3, we are going to be working into the chain 1 space and not the single crochet stitch, and you can join with a chain 3 into the chain 1 space, and you can use any of the chain 1 space that you like. I'm going to join with a standing double crochet. For standing double crochet, first you put a slip knot on your hook, and you're going to wrap your hook once for a double crochet, and you're going to go in to your space, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook just like a regular double crochet, and you're going to pull through 2 loops, and then you're going to pull through 2, and that completes your standing double crochet. You're going to make 1 more double crochet into that space, and you're going to chain 1, and into the next chain 1 space you're going to make 2 double crochets, and this is going to be a repeat for round 3. Chain 1 and make 2 double crochets into the next chain 1, and you're going to repeat, chain 1 and 2 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. So continue with this sequence of stitches and I will meet you at the end of the round. At the end of the round, you're going to chain 1 and you can join to your first stitch or your second stitch. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to join to the second one, and I'm going to fasten off. And at the end of round 3, you should have 12 of these clusters of 2 double crochets all around with chain 1 in between. For round 4, we're not going to be working the chain spaces, so we're going to be ignoring the chain spaces, and we're going to be working around the double crochet stitches, and we're going to be making front post double crochet. So to begin, you're going to start with a front post double crochet, standing double crochet, and you're going to put a slip knot on your hook. You're going to wrap your hook once. You're going to skip the first double crochet stitch, and you can use any cluster of 2 that you want. So you're going to skip the first stitch, and you're going to front post around the next stitch. So you have your yarn on your hook like that, and you're going to go in between those 2 double crochets, and around the post from the back you're going to pull up a loop. And I keep my fingers on the yarn so that it doesn't move, and then the tail end I hold it down in the back so it stays in place. And you're going to wrap your hook and pull through 2, and you're going to wrap your hook and pull through 2 for your front post standing double crochet. You're going to chain 2, and you're now going to go back and make a front post stitch around the double crochet stitch that you skipped. So you're going to wrap your hook, and you're going to go like that, pull up a loop, and you're going to pull 2 loops off and 2 for your double crochet stitch. So remembering that we're ignoring the chain 1 space, and we're going to go and we're going to skip the next double crochet and make a front post around the next stitch. So wrap your hook, and you go in between the stitches like that, pull up a loop, and complete your double crochet stitch. Chain 2 and make a front post around the double crochet that you skipped like that. And you're going to repeat, skip the next double crochet and front post around the next. You're going to chain 2, and you're going to go back and make a front post around that double crochet that you skipped. And this is going to be a repeat all the way around. So skip the next stitch, front post around the next stitch on the next double crochet, and you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to go back and work the double crochet stitch that you skipped and repeat. Chain 2 in between, and then work the skip stitch. You're going to repeat the sequence all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to join with a slip stitch to the first front post stitch that you made. For round 2, you're going to chain 2, and that chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. You're going to make a front post double crochet around this stitch right here, the first stitch right here. You're going to make a front post double crochet. You're going to chain 3. So you're going to be chaining 3 over the chain 2 from the previous round, and you're going to make a front post double crochet around the next post stitch. And you're going to repeat. You're going to make a front post double crochet around the next stitch, and over the chain 2 from the previous round you're going to chain 3, and then you're going to make a front post double crochet around the next stitch, and you're going to repeat front post double crochet around the next stitch, and you're going to chain 3 over your chain 2, and then make a front post double crochet, and just repeat front post double crochet around the next stitch. Then you're going to chain 3 and make another front post stitch, and you're going to repeat this sequence all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to join to the first post stitch. So here is your chain 2. You're going to join to the post stitch. with a slip stitch, and you're going to fasten off. And that is the end of round 5. For round 6, we're going to be working into the chain 2 space from round 4, and we're going to be working over the chain 3 space. And you can join in any of the chain 2 spaces that you like. I'm going to join with a standing double crochet, and you can join with a chain 3. Wrapping my hook and find that chain 2 space from round 4. And you're going to make 3 more double crochets into that space. 1, 2, and 3 for a total of 4 double crochets into that space. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to skip the other 2 stitches, and you're going to find the next chain 2 space from round 4, which is right here, and you're going to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're going to chain 1 and repeat, skipping the stitches in between and finding the next chain 2 space and make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1 and repeat 4 double crochets into the chain 2 from round 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and you're going to repeat this sequence all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, chain 1 and join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. That is the end of round 6. For round 7, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to make 1 single crochet into the same stitch as your slip stitch. You're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. You're not going to complete that stitch. You're going to add the same color that you use in round 4 and 5, and you're going to pull that through to complete the single crochet stitch. And you want to carry the non-working yarn with you so you can pick it up when you need to. You're now going to be working into round 5, and you're going to make a front post double crochet around these 2 stitches. So wrap your hook and you're going to go around those stitches like that for your front post stitch. Pull up a loop, and you want to pull up at that loop so that it's the height of the other stitches, and pull through 2 loops. You're going to switch colors to complete this stitch, and you're going to continue. You're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're not going to complete that 4th stitch. You're going to switch colors, and you're going to make a front post double crochet into round 5. You're not going to complete that front post stitch. You're going to switch colors, and you're going to repeat 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to switch the colors here to complete the stitch and make your front post stitch. So front post double crochet into round 5. You're not going to complete it. You're going to switch colors to complete the stitch, and repeat 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make a front post double crochet into round 5. Switch colors. And repeat by making a single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 3 and 4, and switch colors here to make your front post stitch. You're going to repeat this sequence all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round here, you're going to switch colors to join. And you're going to join to your first single crochet stitch with a slip stitch. And you're going to fasten off this color, whatever color you're using, that second color. And that is the end of round 7. For round 8, chain 1 and make a single crochet into that same stitch as your slip stitch. Make 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. You're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, a treble crochet. For a treble crochet, you're going to wrap your hook twice into that same stitch. You're going to pull 2 loops off at a time, 1, 2, and 3. Into that same stitch, you're going to make a double treble crochet. Wrap your hook 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and that gives you 4 loops on your hook. You're going to go into that same stitch and pull up a loop, and you're going to pull 2 loops off at a time, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into that same stitch, you're going to make another treble crochet. Wrap your hook twice for a treble crochet, 3 loops on your hook, go into the same stitch, pull up a loop, and you're going to pull 2 loops off at a time, 1, 2, and 3. Into that same stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to make a single crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, 1 treble crochet into the same stitch, and you're going to wrap your hook twice for your treble crochet. In that same stitch, you're going to make a double treble, wrap your hook 3 times, 1, 2, 3, pulling 2 loops off at a time, 1, 2, 3, and 4. In that same stitch, a double crochet, wrap your hook twice, a treble crochet, wrap your hook twice, go in, pull 2 loops off at a time, 1, 2, and 3. And into that same stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make a single crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to repeat this sequence. So next up, you're going to chain 4, and then you're going to make this corner, and you're going to repeat all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you should have 3 stitches left, and you're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. And you're going to join to the first single crochet stitch with a slip stitch, and you're going to fasten off. And that is the end of round 8. For round 9, you have 4 places where you have a set of 6 single crochets in a row, and I'm going to use one of those spots to join. I don't like to join in the spot that I left off of, so I'm going to join here in that first of the 6 single crochets, and I'm going to join with a standing single crochet, and you can use a chain 1, a slip stitch, chain 1, and make a single crochet that way. To make a standing single crochet, I'm going to put a slip knot on my hook, and I'm going to go in to the space, pull up a loop, and I have 2 loops on my hook for a single crochet, and I'm going to wrap my hook and pull through both loops. I'm going to make 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into the chain 4, I'm going to make 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and I'm going to make a 4 double crochet bobble stitch into the post stitch right here, and you can see that there's a space for it. So in order to do that, you're going to wrap your hook, you're going to go into that stitch right there, and you're going to pull up a loop, and you're going to pull 2 loops off. You're going to wrap your hook again, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, and you're going to pull 2 loops off. Wrap your hook, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, and pull 2 loops off. You're going to go into the stitch one last time, the 4th time, pull up a loop, and you're going to pull 2 loops off. You now have 5 loops on your hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you can see on the bottom, there's 4 double crochets. You're going to wrap your hook and pull through all 5 loops. Into that same chain 4 space, you're going to make 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and what that does, it pushes the bobble stitch in the back, and you can just push it to the front like that. You're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and into the next stitch, which is your double treble stitch, you're going to make 3 single crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Make 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and into the chain 4, you're going to make 2 single crochets, and then you're going to make another bobble stitch. So you're going to wrap your hook and go into that stitch, pull up a loop, pull 2 loops off. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you have 5 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your hook and pull through all 5. On the other side of the chain 4 space, you're going to make 2 single crochets. You're going to push that bobble stitch forward, and you're going to continue by making 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 2 single crochets into the chain 4, and make another bobble, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have 5 loops on your hook, pull through all 5. And on the other side of the chain 4, make 2 single crochets. You're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into that middle stitch, which is your double treble, you're going to make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Make a single crochet into the next 2 stitches, 2 single crochets into the chain 4, and make another bobble. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pull through all loops on your hook and make 2 single crochets into the other side of the chain 4. Make 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 single crochets into the chain 4, and you're going to repeat this sequence of stitches all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to place 2 single crochets into the other side of the chain 4. And you're going to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch. And you're going to fasten off. And that is the end of round 9. For round 10, I'm going to join in the middle of the 3 single crochet stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to join into that middle stitch, and I'm going to join with a standing double crochet. You can use any corner that you like. I'm going to put a slip knot on my hook, wrap my hook once, go into that middle single crochet stitch, you're going to pull through 2 and 2 for your standing single crochet. Into that same stitch, you're going to make 2 more double crochets, and this is going to be your corner for round 10. You're now going to continue, and you're going to make 1 double crochet into the next 22 stitches, and that's going to bring you to the next middle of the 3 double crochets. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 22. And here you are at the middle of the 3 single crochets, and into the middle stitch you're going to make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to repeat this sequence on the remaining 3 sides, and we'll meet at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to join with a slip stitch to your first stitch. And that is the end of round 10. For round 11, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to make a single crochet into the same stitch as your slip stitch. Into the next stitch, which is the middle of the 3 double crochets, you're going to make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to be your corner for round 11. You're going to make a single crochet into the next 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And you're not going to complete that 12 stitch. You're going to add the same color you use in 4, 5, and 7. And you're going to pull that through to complete the stitch. And I'm just going to leave a bit of a long loop here. And we're going to be carrying the non-working yarn for round 11. So you're going to make a front post double treble around the post stitch from round 7. So for a front post double treble, you're going to wrap your hook 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And I'm holding on to the tail end so that it doesn't move around. You're going to go down to 7, pull up a loop, and you're going to pull 2 loops off at a time. 1, 2, and 3. And you're not going to complete the stitch. You're going to switch colors to complete the stitch. You can go ahead and tighten things up a bit. And you're now going to make 1 single crochet into the next 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And here you're at your corner stitch again, and you're at the middle stitch, and into that stitch you're going to make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to repeat again by making 1 single crochet into the next 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 12. And you're not going to complete that 12 stitch. You're going to switch colors, and you're going to make another front post double treble stitch. So you're going to wrap your hook 3 times, and you're going to go down to round 7, pull up a loop, and pull 2 loops off at a time. 1, 2, 3, and you're not going to complete the stitch. You're going to switch colors here, and then you're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 12 stitches until you get to your corner. 1, 2, 3. This is the last round, so I'm going to fasten off here. And I'm going to fasten off both colors. I'm going to join to the first single crochet stitch and into the back loop of the last single crochet stitch. And then you're going to go in and sew in your ends that you have left, and that's what the back of the pattern looks like. And that is the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment, share it, and I will see you in the next video.